Hi, and welcome to the recording of a demo of the Daily Champion system from ForexSavior.com. It's Thursday, April 24th, just after the Frankfurt Open. It's just about 2:30 New York time. And we're looking here at dollar yen. I am just taking a long entry from a valid signal given to us. We're using HawkeyeForex.com software, and the method we use is the Daily Champion method, which you can read all about on ForexSavior.com. If you're not making money, we invite you to check out some videos here, watch us demonstrate the system and method and software. Come to ForexSavior.com, register for free to check out our trade rooms and join us. Make some money. Okay, so I've placed the entry here on dollar yen long. I am going to, our gear changer tells us we are on blue tick speed, which is fairly fast. It's actually the fastest that we use of the four speeds that the gearbox will change through. We're going to go ahead and place our target at 4 ATRs. We use 4 ATR targets when we're on the blue gear. Of course, we have a stop that we place at 2.5 ATRs to keep our risk reward very favorable. It's one of the keys in short-term day trading. Favorable risk reward. And we use these ATR stops and targets to manage that. Not a whole lot else going on in the market. We're not looking particularly busy this morning. It is we do have some news coming up at 4 o'clock in the morning New York time, so that's about an hour and a half away. We have German IFO business climate coming up, and then Draghi speaks later on, which usually causes some volatility. So we always give at least an hour berth to high impact news for a particular currency. Again, our only entry right now here is this dollar yen long, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to pause the recording, come back with an update. Our average time in trades is about 2 hours. Sometimes it's faster when we're here on the blue gear speed, but it is still early here in the morning, so we're not going to expect this to necessarily move too quickly. But I'm going to pause the recording. We'll come back and update as there are additional entries or as there's any change in this entry. Quickly back to our recording now. I wanted to give an update. The dollar yen long that we're in has pulled back. It looks like our stop might be taken out, but we are about to take a NAS, a New Zealand dollar, Kiwi US dollar short. We did just get a valid entry on that. So we are now short the Kiwi US dollar. Again, I'm going to go ahead and place my targets and my stops. This pair, the Kiwi US dollar, is on yellow gear speed, so we're going to split up our exits. We take out 2/3 of our position at 3 ATRs, and then 1/3 runs to 5 ATRs. We do this because it gives us a blended potential of almost 4 ATRs, 3.6 I think is what it comes out to, and we find the win rate much higher. Of course, it's all about getting the best possible risk-reward ratio that we can get. As you can see back here on the dollar-yen long, the pricing has pulled back into some congestion. We are only about 3 pips or so from stopping out. Wouldn't be a large loss. If it does stop out, it's 5 or 6 or 7 pips. It's not a major issue. One of the interesting things to note on the gear speeds, when you're using the slower gear speed here, the faster rather gear speed here of blue, the targets and the stops are of course much smaller. They're in the 10 to 20 pip range, whereas when we are on slower gears, for example the yellow speed here on the NAS dollar, the stops and targets are larger pip values, and larger still when we're on the red. We actually don't trade on the cyan. That's too fast. That's real scalping. We don't consider what we do to be scalping. We are short-term intraday day traders with the daily champion method. You can find us at forexsavior.com. Look up the method. We have an online course. We have trade rooms for each session. We have training and one-on-one instruction available. We also do have a really profitable longer-term swing trading method. Check that out. We use software here. If you don't recognize it, it's from hawkeyeforex.com. You can check that out and see if it's something you might be interested in. Really powerful. It uses a lot of widely recognized as industry-leading components, and this gearbox and gear changer, which helps with the correct sizings for tick charts, is really amazing and ingenious. So check that out. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording here as these things kind of bounce around. We are still early in the session. We're about 10 minutes before the London Open, so anything can happen with these, in these times. So when and if something moves towards either a stop or profit targets, I will come back and update. Quick update to our positions. Nothing much has happened in the last half hour or so. We did see the London Open come and go. Our dollar-yen long position is in a slight drawdown, just kind of bouncing around. The New Zealand dollar is in slight profit, also bouncing around. None of them really benefiting or losing from current conditions. We're seeing a lot of just chopsticks sideways. We have the German IFO business climate coming up in just over a half hour, so we're not going to take any more entries at all during this time. I don't regard this as a huge impact to news release, and it would impact the euro the most, and we're not in any euro, so we're going to hold our trades and expect that this is not an impactful situation for these trades. If we determined that this would be an impactful news release, we'd look to cut the trades, a few minutes before the release. What we do also have later on at about 5 a.m. New York time, it's listed as Draghi speaking. I'm not sure where he's speaking. I guess we'll find out. We'll probably stand aside till we get more clarity on that. But I'll come back and update you on the outcome of these two trades we're in right now. Another quick update here. We are seeing on the dollar-yen pair, we did have the higher time frame click over on our heat map into opposite bright red. When that happens, when we have a higher time frame click over to a bright opposite color, we usually will go ahead. Part of the rule set for the daily champion is to go ahead and place our move our take profit to break even, because at that point we're just looking to get out without taking as little of a hit as possible. So we have moved our profit target line to break even, We are now we're bouncing in between the break-even line and the actual initial stop. It's really only about it's kind of funny because it's really only about a 5 pip little bracket here. So one way or the other, we're going to be out of this trade in just a few minutes, I'm sure. Over here on the New Zealand dollar, it really has been choppy and congested, but it is moving our direction. We are up, 3 or 4 pips or something so far. It is moving our direction. We're going to keep letting the trade progress. Nothing else currently. I will update you as we go. Okay, so quick update. The market did start picking up speed in the last couple minutes. It looks like our New Zealand dollar position is getting close to its 3 ATR TP1. When that happens, it takes off 2/3 of the position, and I'll move our stop to break even +2, which is part of our daily champion method. You can see, read about it and follow along with our results on forexsavior.com. We use software called Hawkeye Forex. You can see it at hawkeyeforex.com if you're interested in replicating our setup. Really ingenious stuff, and what we like most about it is the way it helps us to use and set speeds for gearbox and gear changer, tick chart speeds. No other software we've ever seen has the ability to help regulate tick speed or tick chart speeds, and actually changes them throughout the trading day as the markets breathe in and breathe out. Notice that we have moved on the New Zealand dollar gear changer module here. The charts have become from yellow speed to blue speed. That means the market has sped up in the past hour or so. We continue to manage our trade on the yellow tick speed that we had started on, and again, it looks like we're getting close here to our 3 ATR TP1. We'll keep an eye on that, and I'll update. Over here in the dollar yen, what had happened is on the higher time frame we had turned to a bright short on the heat map here, and when that happens, what we do as part of our daily champion rule set, what we do is we go ahead and put our take profit at break even. It's no longer a good trade that we want to be in. It might turn positive, but we don't want the extra risk, and so we've set that to our break even spot. We're only like 3 pips from it, but we're only about 4 or 5 pips from a stop loss also. So we've got a tight little bracket here. We'll see what this congested dollar yen does. Either way, it's not going to affect us too much, and we're doing well in the New Zealand, nicely in profit. We'll update you soon when something else happens. Hi everybody, another update. This will be my last update for this video. We're about 10 minutes away from the German IFO news release, which isn't it's listed as high impact. I don't consider it high impact, but we're going to stand aside with any new entries because of that anyway. Just a quick update. The dollar yen long that we had did bounce up and did get taken out at break even. I think we actually lost 1 pip just because of slippage, but we're out at that, just about at flat. On the NAS dollar trade, we did just hit our first take profit target at minus 3 ATRs. We are out with 2/3 of the position. We have 1/3 riding, and I have moved stop as we do according to our daily champion method, which you have to come check out if you've never seen it before. Come to forexsavior.com. It is the way to make money day trading in Forex. If you're not using it, you're probably losing money. So come to forexsavior.com. You can check out the software we use, Hawkeye Forex, at hawkeyeforex.com, if you want to check out the software that we used. So we have 1/3 of the position running. Looks like it's going to be, I would guess, strong support that's being broken here on 5.99 here on the NAS US dollar. It looks like it is running. My guess would be that we're going to possibly be hitting this 5 ATR TP2 any minute now, but I'm going to stop the recording. It's getting to be almost 15 minutes long, so I'm going to stop the recording. I have moved my stop to break even +2 pips, so the minimum that's going to happen here is we've already got a healthy win on 2/3 of the position. The last third can't do any worse than a 2 pip profit. So I'm going to close the recording here, and We'll see you on future recordings. Be sure and come visit us at forexsavior.com if you want to make money day trading Forex.